Game Pass is one of the best values in gaming since it includes all first-party games on day one, but also prominent major third-party games on day one as well. To celebrate this, here is a list of the top 5 games coming to Game Pass in 2023. Now, some specifics. This list only focuses on games with a confirmed 2023 release date, day one titles, and it also excludes games that were already released, but are now coming to Game Pass, such as Monster Hunter Rise. Now, let's get into this. Starting off at number 5 is Atomic Heart. This game is an FPS action RPG game set in a retro-futuristic dystopian world where robots have rebelled against their human creators. You try to uncover the deep reason behind all of this, fighting off the wide variety of killer robots, including mutant creatures, armed machines, and superpowered robots, using various melee and ranged weapons along with special powers like telekinesis, freezing, and electricity, powered by your special polymer glove. This plays very much like an RPG where you can upgrade your abilities and equipment to try to understand what went wrong with the peaceful robots. This game is coming to Game Pass on February 20th and is also releasing on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC. Moving on to number 4, and that's Minecraft Legends. This game takes a unique spin on the world we all know and love because it's an action strategy game. You live in this time where the ravenous piglins have attacked and are disturbing peace as we all know it in the overworld. Only you, the great hero, can unite all of the mobs in an epic battle to protect the world, and you play in a third-person perspective where you will defend the peaceful settlements against hordes of piglins and stop their nether corruption. It combines both action and strategy elements where you can lead allies, give them directions, and be the center point and leader of every battle. Continuing to number 3, and that's Wolong Fallen Dynasty. This game is coming from the creators of Nioh and Bloodborne, where you play as a nameless militia soldier fighting for survival in a dark fantasy version of the Han Dynasty, where demons plague the 3 kingdoms. You fight against all odds using swordplay based on Chinese martial arts, and try to awaken the true power within in a story of a nobody rising to become a hero. There are 5 different battle styles based on the 5 phases: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And the combat looks very fast, precise, and super fluid where you can shift seamlessly from offense to defense. There are also different play styles where you can choose from a variety of weapons including glaives, dual swords, and sabers, as well as using wizardry spells and summoning divine beasts. This game looks amazing so far and is coming to Game Pass and to PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and PC on March 3rd. The number 2 spot has to go to Redfall. This is made by Arcane Studios, which is the same studio behind Prey, Dishonored, and Deathloop. Redfall is a story-driven, open-world, co-op first-person shooter where the town of Redfall is under siege by a legion of vampires. You can team up with up to 3 friends, or you can play this game totally solo to take on vampires and uncover the mystery behind the story. You'll be fighting against the cultists who worship these vampires and the wide variety of vampires, including the vampire gods who hold all of the power. The developers call this a stealth-enabled shooter, so it's not a fully stealth game like Dishonored, but you can choose to be sneaky or go all guns blazing. You'll play off as one of 4 characters, each with their own set of weapons and abilities, such as Remy with her robot companion, Layla who has telekinetic powers, Devinder who can create traps, and Jacob as a sharpshooter. This game looks like a ton of fun for the story and if you want to play with friends. Now there are 2 games tied for the top spot, and the first one has to go to Starfield. From the same studio as Elder Scrolls and Fallout, Bethesda is creating the next generation of RPG games in their first new universe after 25 years, where you can create any character you want and embark on an epic journey to answer humanity's greatest mystery. In similar fashion, you have a skill system and crafting system to modify your guns and level up your skill tree, as well as customizing your very own ship. There's a universe of over 1,000 planets, a more complex relationship system that's way more advanced than Skyrim and Fallout. You'll also have companions and can join various factions around the galaxy. With everything Bethesda has built, this game definitely has high expectations to look up to. The next game tied for the top spot is Hollow Knight Silksong. Silksong is the sequel to the original Hollow Knight, which is arguably one of the best platformer Metroidvania games to ever release. It has Dark Souls level of difficulty, stunning visuals, impressive combat and abilities, and a very immersive world. The original game is truly a masterpiece, and if you've played the first one, you will have already met Hornet, who is the main protagonist in this game. Compared to the original Knight, Hornet will be much faster, jump higher, and have a complete different set of abilities because she is half dreamer as opposed to being fully ephemeral like the Knight. Team Cherry has talked about how this world will be a lot bigger vertically because of this, and that the enemy AI will be substantially more challenging, and that boss level designs won't have clear stages like the original Hollow Knight. It will be much faster where you're bouncing from full health to almost dead constantly. The main plot revolves around exploring a brand new kingdom, Farloon, where Hornet has lost most of her powers, but the Weavers are helping her restore it, and she makes her adventure up to the Citadel. Initially, Silksong didn't have a confirmed release date, so it wasn't included in the original list, but the Xbox Twitter account did tweet that Silksong is coming sometime in 2023, and it will come day one to Xbox Game Pass. So that's the list of the top 5 games coming to Game Pass in 2023. Do you agree with this list? Are there games that you would put on this list? Write those in the comments below.